Moving on now, while the pandemic has exacerbated hunger and poverty around the world, the situation in India is particularly grim. India has dropped to the 101st position globally as per the latest Global Hunger Index, which tracks hunger levels and malnutrition. Now, three big indicators determine where a country stands. This includes undernourishment, height and weight ratio, mortality rate as well. Let me straight go across to Apeksha, who's joining us to give us more sense of what exactly this indicates. Apeksha, take us through where India stands here at this point in time.
Well, Avni, it's quite simple. Now, this index is basically, it gives us a sense of how each country is doing in terms of feeding its citizens, whether it's doing good or bad. And it doesn't look particularly good for India. Now, we've dropped from the 94th position, which we were at in 2020 to 101st position this year. Now, this is out of 116 countries. So, India essentially ranks 101, the rank out of 116 countries, and we are even in fact behind our neighbors Pakistan, Nepal, Bangladesh. Now what the experts are claiming, the reason behind this is the fact that we've been in the pandemic situation for the last more than a year. So the COVID and the pandemic related restrictions has had a huge impact on the way our children, now this index majorly measures children who are below 5 years of age. Now there are various indicators in terms of the height, the weight ratio, malnutrition, even mortality, death, primarily for children below 5 years of age. So COVID seems to be the biggest factor in terms of why we're seeing this significant drop in our rankings, global rankings, Avni.
Well, yes, absolutely, Apeksha. Thank you so much for joining us with all of those details at this point in time. This is India, which has slipped from 94 to 101st position. Let me, in fact, go across to Advocate Vijay Sardana, who's joining us on the phone line. Thank you so much for speaking to us. This is extremely, disconcerting to realize at this point in time that India has dropped in terms of this index, and it is even behind countries such as Pakistan and Nepal.
Yes, this is a hard reality of India, and drop is definitely because of various factors. One of the contributing factor is the lockdown in economy, and government of India in fact provided some food, but the problem in the whole our food security system is that we have too much focus on carbohydrates. And when we are talking of carbohydrates, means wheat, rice and sugar. The whole agriculture policies are also around this. But in this country, we have inbuilt strength which we are not exploiting. That is our traditional foods. If we focus on our traditional foods, which are based on ragi, millets, pulses, etc., we can address this challenge much faster and much better. Unfortunately, we have forgotten our good food habits, and we have adopted junk food habits, and which is one of the reasons in the system.
Right. So what would sort of be the way forward here? Because yes, we've been hit by the pandemic, but as have other countries as well. What now would be the way forward? How does one sort of, because we would obviously be looking to improve this kind of a ranking?
See, we have answer in this country. Every state has a very healthy traditional food system. What every state government should do is they should promote their own traditional foods, because if you look into India, every state has a very balanced diet. Whether, if take example of millets, many of the state has a traditional millet food habits. Many of the states had a lot of pulse intake we had in our diets. We had lot of vegetables intake in our diets. So my way of looking at is that instead of looking into any external imported concepts and synthetic vitamins, which one of the department in government of India is promoting, they are only going to create more problems and more situation will go bad. My request to all the state government, all chief ministers is, please promote your traditional foods, which historically were ideally suitable for your diet habits. It is produced locally, and they are far nutritious than what we are today consuming as Western refined foods. So I think we have answer to the problem, but unfortunately, we are not learning from our own knowledge which our societies had.
Yes, absolutely. Some very valid and important points that you've mentioned there. Vijay Sardana, thank you so much for joining us with your perspective. Well, on that note, we'll slip into a very quick break. We'll be back with lots more.